what? I did my hydration drops that morning, went through the day full of energy, no pain in my body whatsoever. I mean, I see why they call it happy water. You know, it really makes you happy. Long story short, I woke up this morning, which is Tuesday. No, this morning is Wednesday. Got on the scale again. I've already lost 4 pounds. Full of energy, slept like a baby. I do say now the energy, like it keeps you going. So I was very focused, very alert. And I'm going to tell everybody about these hydration drops. So that's the testimony. Everybody has to start taking these hydration drops immediately. Like it is a must. If you're looking for energy, if you're looking to clear the brain fog, you know, if you're looking to lose weight, I thought, wow, 4 pounds in a day, that's like really incredible. And I know it's because it's pushing all of the gunk out of my body. So I am so thankful for this company, so thankful for Mr. John Austin, for inviting us to this incredible opportunity, to share it with the world. And I'll see you at the top. Thank you.
All righty. Well, guess what, my friend? You're about to hear Dr. Sonya Hamm, a prophetic wealth coach. You're about to hear her speak and give a presentation. So, my friend, I'm going to tell you something. Her and her husband have established churches. Oh, my goodness, they've traveled the world. They have written books. She also has the High Definition magazine, HD Lifestyle magazine, and doing so many different things. Been on television, numerous radio shows. I mean, just incredible. And she's obviously a mother as well, and a good one. She's raised some powerful children. And so you're going to hear with great delight our guest, the prophetic wealth coach, Dr. Sonya Hamm, and she's going to give you a presentation that will rock your socks. Dr. Sonya Hamm, welcome to our call.
Well, hello, and good morning to everyone. Thank you so much, Dr. Breakthrough, for this incredible opportunity to share something that has definitely changed my life, and I am sure is going to revolutionize the lives of so many others. So I'm excited to be here, and I greet you with a great God morning this morning. And so listen, for the last 20 years, I've been inspiring people around the world to dominate their money and win in life. And so I'm excited to be here this morning to do the same exact thing. And for those of you that don't know who I am, by applying the principles and using the system that I'm going to talk to you about this morning, I was able to become my own first client, my own first customer. I put me at the head of the line, and I simply said, you know what, God, I keep hearing about what's possible, but I want to go first, and I want to apply myself so that I can tell other people not only have I heard what's possible, but I know it's possible because I have done the same thing, and these are the results I have. And so as a result of using a system like we're going to talk about today, I've been able to build a 6-figure income from home. I get to go where I want to, when I want to. I love being able to spend time with my children, and especially my grandchildren, because they are something. And so with that said, I'm going to start this morning by just getting you to think about a couple of questions. Number one, how many people do you know that have worked their entire life, yet they never have enough money? Can you think of any of those people? And then, how many people do you know that are constantly battling with sickness, so they're depleting their finances because they're so focused trying to restore their health? Can you think of those people? I want you to just really pay attention to that right now, because we all know a lot of people that fit in both of those categories. And I'm sure you can agree with me that you know a lot of people that fit in both of those categories. People that are always battling financial issues, and those that are always battling health challenges. And so Then there's another group. What about the friends? What about the people that you know who are so hard pressed to earn money that they end up in the rat race of working for someone else, building somebody else's dream their entire life, and they never had the opportunity to live their own dream or to build their own dream? As a matter of fact, if you pass by the graveyard of your city right now, or the different graveyards in your city, there are many people that are laid to rest that never lived their dream. But here's the tragedy. They never were able to tell anybody what their dream was. And so you don't want that to be you today. So I know we all know quite a few people in these categories. The truth is, friends, that there are three major issues that are constantly concerning every person on the planet. I don't care who it is. And they are cash flow. How many times in a day do you think about money? How many times in a week are you balancing your checkbook? How many times are you looking at something that you wish you could purchase, but your mind keeps saying you don't have the cash flow, the money is not there? Health. We all want to live long, which leads into the third one, but we're all concerned. Nobody wants to get cancer, but yet if you watch an hour program on TV, at least 6 commercials are going to come on about cancer or about some type of health challenge. And then they start subconsciously programming you to worry about your health. And then number 3 is time. We all want to live a long, long time. Everybody's concerned about time. You're concerned about time right now. How long is this presentation going to be? What are they going to say? I got another meeting. You're thinking about what you have to do this evening. Suspend all of that for just a moment and listen to what I have to say. And I promise you, we're not going to waste your time. And we're going to show you how you can increase your cash flow, take better care of your health, and increase your time, right? I'm going to be here at least until 100. Everything beyond that will be grace, but I've asked for 100 years. And because of the position I'm in now, I am assured even more that I'm going to see that and more years. So the truth is, nobody wants to run out of money, get sick, and we all want to live a long, long life, right? So why do most people spend 40 years of their life compromising their health to earn money? We go to work sick. We go to work tired. We work with people all day that stress us out. And then on top of that, we accept low pay. We accept low pay to deal with all of that. And then the average person retires and spends the rest of their life losing money to restore their health because of the job that depleted it. Hello? So because society has conditioned us to suppress our gifts, our creative ability, and not to believe in ourselves, and to work individually and not cooperatively, most people never fulfill their potential. They never tap into their potential. So this is why you were invited to this call this morning. This is why we want to get this incredible information to you. We want to show you a simple plan that can protect or help restore your health or those of your family members, and increase your cash flow at the same time while freeing up your time so that you can spend time living your dream, experiencing life, having fun, right? You can power up both your health and your wealth without compromising either one. And so the truth is, nobody was created to work a job their whole life and then get sick and die. Who wants that for their future, right? So we got to understand and know that God desires for you to prosper. He wants you to prosper, and he wants you to be in health, and he has given us the power to create wealth. But he's also going to supply a system, okay? Got to get that. He gives you the power to get wealth, and then it's up to you to plug into the system that's going to produce it. So I want you to close your eyes for a minute right there. And I want you to just imagine, just take a deep breath, breathe, just be still. Now I want you to imagine having a stress-free life. What does that mean to you? What does that feel like for you? No health issues, no debt issues. Imagine that money is just flowing to you in abundance. You always have what you need to do what you really want to do. See, most of the time we use money just to survive, but I want you to imagine having enough money so that you can thrive. Now, see yourself enjoying your family and your friends. Where are you going? What are you doing? Imagine taking vacations to beautiful, exotic destinations. See yourself freely giving to the causes that you care about. Now, I want you to really let go, and I want you to feel the freedom of this healthy, wealthy life. I want you to feel it in every cell of your body. Just feel it. Just say to yourself, I'm free. I'm free to do what I want to do. I'm free to be who I really want to be. All right, y'all come back, because y'all are gone. I felt that. Y'all are gone, right? So listen, I want to talk to you just for a few minutes about an incredible company called Shop Free Mart. And Shop Free Mart is a new philosophy in the business world that offers a one-of-a-kind membership club and profit-sharing plan to create what I believe and what I'm saying will generate the most profound health and wellness movement in history and perhaps the greatest transfer of wealth that we will see in our generation. You better mark my words on that. This is the most profound health and wellness movement in history and perhaps the greatest transfer of wealth in our generation if you can get this vision. And I just shared the vision with you. The vision is better health, increased cash flow, and control of our time. That's the vision. If that's your vision, then you are in the right place. So if you can commit to mastering 3 simple actions that I'm going to talk to you about, you're going to literally position yourself for a greater quality of life, and you're going to receive this massive increase of cash flow and health. Just imagine, we can control our health, but we have to participate, right? So most people shun the idea of owning their own business because of fear. Okay? Fear that they're not smart enough, fear that they don't know enough, fear that they don't know enough people. And really the problem, ladies and gentlemen, is not that you don't know enough, and it's not that you don't know enough people. The truth is we have pride. See, I teach a class called Money Emotions, Conquering Your Money Emotions, because we all have emotional roadblocks around money. And one of the biggest ones that we have is this spirit of pride. And what pride prevents us from doing is learning how to become master askers, good askers. Okay? I said A-S-K-E-R-S, right? And when scripture tells us clearly that asking is the way to whatever we want. And so I'm sure that you've heard ask, seek, knock, right? Ask and it shall be given, knock and the door will be open, seek and you will find. And I'm sure you've heard you have not because you ask not. So watch this. Asking is another word, in my opinion, for inviting. It's about inviting. See, when I got into this industry, I was very shy. I was very prideful. I was I'm still very much an introvert. And so I had a very small network of friends and family, just like you may have. And I didn't know how to ask for what I wanted in life, and not realizing that it wasn't my friends and family that were going to give it to me, but that it was the wisdom that I would gain through teaching myself and allowing myself to be coached and to be trained into a higher level of living. And so what did I do? I had to make a decision. Either I was going to stay where I was and stay broke, stay disgusted, and just hang around with a bunch of people going nowhere, and I would be one of those people that spent their whole life never living their dream. And I didn't want that. I knew there was more. I knew there was greater. And I knew that the only thing standing between me and it was my ability to surrender and ask. And so I didn't ask the people who couldn't help me first. I asked the people who could. So guess what I did? I started following people who had achieved what I wanted. And I stopped hanging with people who didn't share my vision. And so for the first 3 years in the business, I made absolutely not one dime. But you know what? I learned so much. What am I trying to say to you? Because a lot of times we come to opportunities and we come with the wrong mindset. We come with those emotional roadblocks up, and we're looking for overnight success, or we're looking for overnight wealth. And I like what our friend Mr. Philip Hudgens said a few weeks ago. He said, you know, when he sits down with somebody, he asks them, hey, how much money do you want to make in this business? Oh, I want to make $10,000 a month. And I'm not saying it exactly like he said it. I'm saying it what I took away from what he said. Oh, I want to make $10,000 a month. Okay, well, how much are you currently making on your current job? Oh, I'm making $3,000 a month. Well, how much the time do you give to that job? Oh, I work 8-10 hours a day. So we'll go to a job. We'll give them 160 hours of our time in a month, and they'll give us a $3,000 paycheck, and we're okay with that, and we call that security, but we're not willing to give our time. Oh, y'all better hear me. We're not willing to position ourselves and give our time for a year or 2 years or 3 years to learn how to do what we've already been programmed to do, which is create wealth. So we call that a waste of time. We call that a waste because we're looking for overnight success. Well, sweetheart, you're not going to get rich on that job for sure. And what's going to happen is you're going to give them 40 years of your life that you can never get back, and they're never going to make you wealthy. Y'all better hear me this morning. Hello? 40 years of your life that you can never get back, and you'll still be making $3,000 for 40 years. I've watched my aunts and uncles do it. I watched my parents do it. You better hear me this morning, and I made up my mind. It stops with me. This curse breaks right here. My children will not be W-2 employees, but they will be W-9 business owners. And you got to make that same decision. And so I positioned myself and I said, I'm going to learn what the wealthy do. And you can't put a price tag on that. You can't put a price tag on that. So what I learned is what I'm going to teach you right now in this next, y'all give me 3 more minutes, 5 more minutes, I'll be finished. What I learned is that it was 3 simple steps to creating, well, 4. Number 1, you got to find a system. You have to have a system. Wealth, if you want to know the secret to wealth, out of all of the thousands of books I've read and audio tapes I've listened to, seminars and conferences that I've ever attended, I found that, you know, the key boils down to these simple things. Number 1, wealth is all created through systems. That is the secret. Out of all of that, the secret, the one thing that ran through every wealthy person I've ever talked to, every book I've ever read, every course, is that you have to have a system. So now, either you're going to create the system or you're going to tap into a system that's already been created. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you a big news flash right here. Shop Free Mart has already been created. The system is already here, so you don't have to create it. Hello? And number 2, you have to, the other 3 is you have to get good at having a system that can help people maximize their health, their wealth, and their time. So that's all the system really does, and we're going to talk more about that. So when you become an expert at helping people resolve their pressing issues, then they are going to seek you out. You never have to run people down, so I don't call it selling. All right? So watch this. There are essentially 4. So how do we help people? Well, we help people by educating them in the arena of health and nutrition. And so Shop Free Mart gives us that system. It gives us that system to be able to do that. The research is already done for you. Listen, Everything is already in place for you, so you don't have to go out and recreate all of this. And if you can learn these 4 things that I'm going to share with you right now, and if you have not written any notes, I like what Dr. Breakthrough says, right? Note takers are money makers, so you need to write these 4 things down, because I'm getting ready to make you a nutritional expert in 30 seconds. Number 1, there are essentially 4 major arenas that disease enters into our body, okay? So 4 major causes of all disease. And number 1 is dehydration. When someone is admitted to a hospital, the first thing they do is hook them to an IV and begin hydrating the body. Why? Because the hospital already knows, the doctor already knows that just about everybody walking on this green earth is dehydrated. Number 2, toxic overload in the body. The air we breathe, the food we eat, the lotions, potions, and creams that we're putting on our bodies, all of these causes an increase in toxins and damages the vital organs of our body. And so over years and years and years of doing all of this, right, your organs are being overworked and they're breaking down. So that's why we're programmed to start getting sick you start noticing people getting sick, in their 50s and 60s. Well, it's because they've been abusing their bodies all of those years. You don't have to get sick at 50. You don't have to be sick at 60. You don't have to be sick at 70. Hello? It's because of what we're putting in our bodies, the toxic overload. Number 3, oxidative stress. A low pH balance is what causes and activates cancer. Our bodies are 75% water. So I want you to think of a dirty swimming pool, how algae and fungus begins to grow in that pool when it's not properly treated. I used to have a swimming pool. I told my husband I never want to have another swimming pool ever, right? But because we had to constantly buy all these chemicals and had to constantly treat it and all of that, and so I was paying. Look, it was not an income producing asset. It became a liability because we had to spend hundreds of dollars a month to keep it treated, and nobody paid to swim in it. So I was like, no, I don't care. I don't need a pool to make anybody feel it is a non-producing asset, liability. Let me put it that way. And then, so that's oxidative stress and in a low pH balance. Then mineral deficiency can lead to a variety of health problems such as weak bones, fatigue, or decreased immune system. And you need minerals to live, okay? So listen, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional, but I am a wise person who manages my health, and I know that those are the 4 cornerstones of all sickness and disease. So how does Shop Free Mart improve health then? How do we help with those 4 areas? Number 1, we offer pure and highly concentrated nutritional products in order to give our members the best product experience possible. Then we add value by educating members in the area of nutrition and the 4 major causes of disease. Now, I want you to write this website down, and you got to go visit it immediately. Like as soon as you hang up the phone, you need to go to this website, and it is 200diseases.com, and that is 200, the numbers, 200diseases.com. And there you're going to find a list of health ailments and the recommended minerals needed to help the body to repair itself at the cellular level. Now, I am so thankful for Dr. Awartan. He has committed his life to educating people on how to naturally restore their health after serving in the medical profession for over 50 years, only to lose his wife to cancer. Why? Because medical professionals are trained toward chemicals, okay? We're not even going to get into that whole thing. Your doctor does not get paid unless you're sick. So what is the motive of your doctor? To keep you sick. All right? We got to get that, and you got to start telling your family that. We believe in doctors more than we believe in God. I am convinced of that. I have had people laying on their dying bed, and they would say crazy stuff. Well, if the Lord is ready for me, then I'm ready to go. And I'm like, but the Lord is not ready for you. Mindset, ladies and gentlemen, mindset, believing the wrong thing. God said, I'm going to give you long life, but you got to want it, and you got to be educated on the things that are going to produce it in your life. So he created this website, and you need to utilize it. So if you need a doctor, we have the backing of a real doctor, okay, of someone who's gone through that, and you need to go to that website. Put your family in front of that website, right? And you know, he's committed his life because he recognized now that that was something that possibly could have been reversed with the right protocol. Now he offers this for free to educate people in protecting their health. So let's look real quickly at the cost to treat cancer. So what makes this such a financial killer? The average cost for treatment runs in the $150,000 or more range. So for the average patient, you can imagine when they get the bill, it can be just as devastating and bad as some of the side effects of the disease or the treatment itself. So most people just die because they don't want to put their family through the financial stress. So we think so low of ourselves that we'll say, well, just take me, Lord, just take me, because I don't want my family to go through this financial stress, right? So do y'all see how health and wealth are interchanged? They go together. My health is my wealth, but my wealth is also my health. You need to write that down so you can stop believing the lie that it's just your health is your wealth. No, friend, because if you don't have the financial support to back you in a health crisis, then your lack of finances is going to also become your demise, or your ability to be able to pay can be the thing that saves your life. So my health is my wealth, and my wealth is my health. It goes together, right? So watch this. Now, if you were going to open your own health store, so you say, okay, Dr. Hamm, I hear you this morning. You changing my mindset. I'm not going to believe this lie, about sickness and disease. And I refuse to stay sick. I refuse to get sick. I tell everybody I refuse to get sick. Why? Because I can't take pills every day. I can't do that. I just can't. I know I can't. So I just confess, me personally, I just confess the word of God. I have a healthy, strong body, and I have a good long life, right? But watch this. To open a health store. So just you say, well, I could go get these products at GNC, or I could go get these products at the vitamin store. Well, we actually had a nurse on our call the other night, and she said, listen, when you go buy those over-the-counter products, they are watered down. So you're not even getting, they just have to put maybe just a pinch of whatever they say it's in it. That's it. And then the rest, I can't even take them personally because anytime I try to take those supplements there, I always get some type of reaction because they're laced with chemicals. They're laced with fillers. Y'all hear me? This is like the most important call that you could have got on today. I promise you. They're laced with fillers. And so they're not going to give your body what it really needs. So just say you're going to open your own GNC store. It's going to require an initial investment of $25,000 to $40,000 for the franchise fee. That's just to buy the right to open the franchise. And then another investment of anywhere from $100,000 to $300,000 to set up the store. That means to actually get a location and stock the location. And then you got to have employees, right? You got to pay your employees. And so do you know that the average GNC franchise owner is not even clearing $100,000 a year after all of their expenses? Right? So ladies and gentlemen, that's not the kind of business we're talking about going into today, right? A whole lot of money for a little or for a minimum result. Let's say it this way. So here at Shop Fremont, you're going to receive a far better quality product than GNC offers. You're going to be able to protect yourself against cancer and a host of all other diseases and sicknesses while you position yourself in this, listen, multi-billion-dollar health industry. Multi-billion-dollar health industry. But here's the kicker. Are y'all ready for this? You can do it today with no initial franchise fee. You can plug into the system with $0 and get positioned for $0. $0. And you will have access to a system that is going to increase your cash flow and to products, high quality products that have not been watered down that are going to help you protect and potentially reverse any health challenges that you have. So Shop Free Mart. We talked about how we increase your health. Let's talk about your cash flow. Shop Free Mart has the first of its kind profit sharing plan. And after running comparisons with 22 of the top companies in our industry, Shop Free Mart outpaid them all. Monthly income examples are based on each person ordering the same amount of product and building the same team members. And so in this example, they're purchasing a product at $27 in profit share value per month. Okay. Now, of the 22 companies compared, one company, by doing the same exact thing, everybody's doing the same exact thing, one company would only pay you $621 a month on the low end, and another company would pay you $54,000 a month on the high end. But watch this. Shop Free Mart, on the other hand, would pay you more than $86,000 a month. I want you to just see that right now. What can you do with $86,000 a month? Some of y'all working for that less than that a year. We're talking about $86,000 a month for building the same member team, ordering the same volume in product, right? Many people in this industry, friends, have been taken advantage of, and I know, and that's why I'm on this crusade with Dr. Breakthrough and Dr. Katrina Ferguson to become a Shop Free Mart evangelist, right? Because now we got to come back and tear down all of the stigmas and all of the erroneous information and false beliefs around this system. I am convinced, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that God has given us this system, that this is a God system. I know I prayed for it. I asked for it. And now for 10 years, those that know me for 10 years, I've been teaching this. I have been inspiring people with this information. Like, this is the system. If we could work together instead of individually, we could get there a lot quicker, right? So it hosts a one-of-a-kind profit sharing plan that pays out up to 100% of the product sales volume to the team based on the volume of products purchased within the organization or by each team member. And this is what I love about Shop Free Mart. You go to work 40 hours a week, right? And you don't see your check for 2 weeks. Well, here at Shop Free Mart, commissions are credited to your account in real time. So that means that if someone goes to did I say your website was free? That when you open this free account, you're going to also immediately have a free website populated. And there's so much free stuff. Like, I can't even name it all, okay? But watch this. Your commissions are credited in real time, and you can see your cash flow multiplying and increasing right in front of your eyes on your free company website. So every time somebody makes a product purchase, you see your commissions added to your account in real time. That is amazing to me. It is amazing to me. And so the other thing, so watch this. This is what Shop Free Mart has done for this industry. There is no enrollment fee. That's huge. No enrollment fee. There is no monthly auto ship. That means you don't have to buy $100 a month in product in order for you to be commission qualified. You're going to still earn commission whether you order the product or not. But watch this. We don't want a bunch of people just setting up free accounts. So those 3 action steps that I said, if you could get good at, that you could increase your cash flow, you're going to protect your wealth, and you're going to be able to help a whole lot of people do the same and restore your time. Those 3 action steps are this. Can you open a free account? Like, does it cost you anything to open a free account? Number 2, can you become a master inviter to get people on calls like this so that they can open a free account with you? You don't even have to talk. You don't have to learn anything. Like, literally, you're going to be able to create wealth, right? Just by becoming a master inviter. So just think, if you were having a wedding, if you were having a baptism, or if you were graduating from college and you were going to have a big party, or if you were getting ready to retire from your job and you was having a big party, or it's your 25th birthday, your 30th birthday, all these, celebrations we have, who would you invite? Who would you invite? Those are the people that you're going to invite to set up this free account. So can you open a free account today with no delay, no hesitation? Number two, can you become a master inviter and just point people to the information? We'll do all the talking for you so that they can open up their free account. And then number three, can you commit to doing what I did, and that is becoming your own best customer? And how do you do that? You just go to Shop Free Mart and you choose the products that are going to benefit you and your family, and you commit to ordering at least one product every month. That's what keeps the money flowing, ladies and gentlemen, is what keeps the money flowing for Walmart, is what keeps the money flowing for the movie theater, is what keeps the money flowing in the sports industry. There is a product or a service that's being consumed by the people, regardless of what it is, and that's how everybody makes money. Now, I just gave you a whole class that people pay hundreds and thousands of dollars in search of finding the answer to three simple questions. How do I increase how do I protect my health and protect my family's health? How do I live my dreams without going bankrupt? How do I increase my cash flow so that I can fulfill my dreams? And how do I ensure that I can live a long, strong, healthy life and enjoy all the generations of my family? Ladies and gentlemen, I just gave you the answer to how you can now activate your power to create not only health, but wealth. Thank you so much, Dr. Breakthrough, for this amazing opportunity to share. Oh, no, one more thing. I'm sorry. One more thing. I got to talk to you about our... Can't stop right there. So listen, I want to show you how you can make $5,000 before Christmas. Do y'all want to hear that? $5,000 before Christmas. We have what's called a Breakthrough Freedom Package, and it is $199. And with that $199, and look, you need to beg, steal, borrow, whatever you have to do for this. Watch this. With this $199 Freedom Package, you are going to get 3 products. And you're going to get Dr. Stan's Breakthrough 21-day Breakthrough Challenge, which is phenomenal, by the way, and all of that. But watch this. You're going to get $25,000 in value of travel vouchers and coupons for hotel stays and airplane tickets and resort stays, which is phenomenal. So $25,000 in value of coupons and vouchers that you and your family can use to travel so you can enjoy all this money, right? And you get 3 shop-free products. And then, of course, you get the 21-day Breakthrough Challenge, which is going to challenge your mindset and really help you go to the next level. And every person that you bring into this business with the Breakthrough Challenge, you're going to earn $75. So how does that compute to $5,000 by Christmas? Hello? So I teach people how to make money, right? So $5,000, you just divide that by 75, friend, 66 people over the next 90 days, and you have $5,000, a debt-free Christmas. Come on, what can you do? $5,000 Christmas? You ought to challenge yourself with that. And I am done, Dr. Breakthrough, because if everybody's not signing up just off of that right there, like, we're going to have to come and lay hands on you. All right? So listen, get in position. Back to you, Dr. Breakthrough.
Wow. Powerful and practical. And my friend, the passion, but also how she broke down. And that, like she said, that Breakthrough Freedom Pack is only $199. You're going to get the world famous 21-day Breakthrough Challenge, which, by the way, I spoke at a One Year Millionaire live event and sold that by itself in the Baltimore area for $397. So you're going to get that and 3 of these premium products, my friend, which are anywhere from $146 to $176 in value, and $25,000 with a real value. And I'm going to have Dr. Sonya mention about a trip to Hawaii or some kind of, well, you'll hear. But anyway, so folks, and here's the beautiful thing about that. Whenever you empower someone else to get that same pack. Because again, for $199, it's like the company says, we'll give you $25,275 worth of real value. I do that all day and all night. So guess what? Now, when you help and empower others to do the same, you're going to make $75. So if you get 3 people to do that, you've not just made your money back, you're already in profit. Now, this has never been done before, and it probably never will be done again. But if you don't even have the money, if you don't come up with the money, if you don't utilize, leverage your faith, if you don't, okay, for whatever, if you don't, guess what? If you still, someone signs up with your link and orders the Breakthrough Freedom Pack, which only makes sense, you're going to still get $75 in credit. And so once 3 of those are sold, that credit builds up. Now yours is paid for, and you already have commissions. Nobody, anywhere, no company does anything like that, my friend. And so, Dr. Hamm, relate very briefly the story, but you're talking to your power about Hawaii.
Wow, yeah, I forgot about that testimonial. So real quick, a year ago, probably like a year ago, and last summer, I know for sure, my husband and I were driving, and I'm on this whole supernatural kick because, God said he would supply our needs. And so I was like, okay, let's, where do you want to go? We need to plan something to do. So where do you want to go? And so we agreed, let's believe God for a trip to Hawaii. And so we touched and agreed on it and, didn't think any more about it, released our faith for this trip to Hawaii. So I had to call Dr. Stan last week because last Sunday I was sitting and I hadn't really looked at the vacation packages. And so I said, let me click through here and look at these vacation packages and just really see what's back here so I can understand it. So I go back and the first thing that pops up as I'm reading is a trip to Hawaii. So, I slipped because immediately when I saw Hawaii, my mind triggered back to when we had released our faith for this trip to Hawaii that we wouldn't have to pay for. So guess what? We're going to Hawaii thanks to Shop Free Mart, right? And we're not going to have to pay a dime out of our pocket. This is why, because I'm going to be able to use my Shop Free Mart commission to cover the taxes in the fees. You pay the taxes, but they pay for the hotel and all the other stuff. But even that little $50, $75, that comes out of my Shop Free Mart commission. So listen, when I say this is incredible, this is incredible. So that's my testimony about the vacation package, and I'm using all of them, right? I'm using all of them. So thank you.
Wow. Well, Doc, you've done a great job, and I want to ask you your professional opinion as a prophetic wealth coach, because I got a bunch, but the company has never been done before. When they opened up where you can buy a mini joint venture, which literally it's going to give a person 1/10 of 1% of the entire profits of the company for that month. Now, starting off, they only have 10,000 shares. Now, right at this time, we got up right at just over 70,000 members in 120 countries. I already know someone bought 50 of them. So, but anyway, so they're going to go, it's a limited time only. But what's going to happen is whoever gets those, and I've got a bunch of them, and we got some folks that bought some one day and then a couple of days later bought some more. And there's something, again, it wouldn't take mortgage and rent money to do something like this, but you just got money sitting in the bank gathering 0.01%. This is something you can do because here's what happens. People like for instance, what Dr. Hamm is powerful. She is traveling, doing all these seminars. By the way, she's going to be one of the speakers August the 17th down in Jacksonville, Florida. And if you haven't registered for that Breakthrough Health, Wealth, and Wisdom event, everybody needs to be there. It's only $25. And if you're part of the company already, you'll begin to email this week how you can actually use your commissions from your back office to pay the measly $25 registration in advance so you don't have to pay the $35 at the door. And then obviously guests are going to be free at that 9 o'clock hour when we do the an overview. And so Dr. Hamm, Dr. Katrina Ferguson, the tax expert, Dr. Arista Wheaton, 50 years experience altogether as a doctor, 35 years as an orthopedic surgeon. myself and others, we've got an internet ninja that's going to show you a strategy of building your business with people you don't even know. I mean, just incredible. So you've got to get there. But anyway, but Doc, your professional opinion, because again, was Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, who talked about being an investor and where you can have your money working for you. Well, this is a way, folks. Imagine you being able to make money off everything. Like my team, the Breakthrough Bible Dream Team, we're destined to have 5 million members or more in 5 years or less. How would you like to get paid a little bit off all that? Guess what? He said, but no, I'm down underneath you, Doc. I'm on your junior success line. Guess what? No. When you become a person that buys a mini joint venture, you get, again, $100 gives you one share. Guess what? And by the way, we had a lady that jumped on and bought it while she was listening to you talk, Dr. Sonya, Teresa King. She's like, I can't wait. I got to get mine now. So guess what? That means she's going to start, once all 10,000 are done, then the company's going to start paying out every other month, and then it'll go to every month. But that means you're going to make 1/10 of 1% of the entire profit of the whole company, everybody in 120 countries. And what happens when we have 5 million members, 1 million members, 5 million, 25 million? I mean, what? So we're talking about from now to perpetuity. Your little $100 for one share could be bringing. So that's why I believe you ought to get a bunch. I believe you ought to get one for each one of your children and one for each one of your grandchildren. It could be something you can leave because it's transferable. But what's your expert opinion on something like that, where a person's money could be making money for them? That could be a worthwhile investment type of thing.
Absolutely. Right. So this is the Google of our day. It's the Apple of our day. It's the Uber of the health industry. So we miss, ladies and gentlemen, we sleep on opportunities. And while they were talking about it, when they first announced it, I don't know if I was the first one. I know I was one of the first ones, because while we were still on the phone and they were announcing it, I went in and ordered it, and and so thankful that I did. And just imagine this. Imagine this company with 5, 6, 10 million people. Do you understand that the big numbers come in the small numbers? Okay, so even a tenth, even if you just get $100 share, right? And this company is grossing billions. You got to think from that perspective. So don't think about what it's costing right now. That's poverty thinking. You got to think that I'm investing in an asset. So that $100 is now invested in an asset that's going to be able to pay your family for generations to come. And so, yeah, it's a smart decision. It's a huge move, and it's better than the stock market because the company is built on the things that people need: health, wealth, and time. So we already know, and everybody has to go listen to Mr. John Austin's vision. That's what got me. When I heard his vision, and I know my vision aligned with his vision, it was just a no-brainer. So it's a wise investment. And what you need to understand is you're not buying, how do I want to say it? You're purchasing an asset. Okay, you're purchasing an asset that's going to continue to grow in value and is going to be able to pay your family. So I set it up as a generational asset for my family. That's what I did. Back to you, Dr. Stan.
Right. So it's an income producing asset, folk. And here's the thing: poor people think about what something costs. Rich people think about what something can create. And so if you don't look at the cost, but you look at what it can create, then I'm telling you, my friend, you're going to be thanking your future self will be thanking you for what you do now in the present by taking better care of your health, getting back to the person that invited you, getting your membership, ordering your products, especially that 21-day, the Breakthrough Freedom Pack, and then getting your share. If they're still available, go back there. Once you sign up, you go on the shop tab and you just click on mini joint venture and get those there, my friend. I'm telling you, it would be the wisest thing to do. But again, imagine someone of Dr. Hamm's magnitude, someone like Dr. Donald Jenkins, who spoke the hour before. We'll have Liddy Flom and Les Carter and Coach 100K, Pastor Kenny Smith, Dr. Aweeton, but all the powerful people in the company. Imagine when you're a mini joint venture, when you have some shares, you're making a little piece of money off everything they do. That's the wisdom of it. So, all righty. So get back to the person who invited you. Get your link, your membership, get started, get your product or products, and or get your mini joint venture, and my friend, and then you'll start practicing what Dr. Hamm taught about, and you'll be able to prosper based on the principles that you practice. So it's the start that stops most people. Don't let the start stop you. Get back to where I've invited you and get started now.